Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Hope you've had a good week. Mine has been a mixture, good and bad. Um, the good part is I was able to go to IKEA last weekend, and I was able to get my bookshelf and desk that I needed in order to start setting up my. Um, Sorry, I've got an update window that just popped up. But started with my new area for my paper crafting, which means I will have the entire craft room that I've got now just from my polymer clay, and I can spread out a little bit, maybe have a little bit of a more workspace. So I'm anxious to do that, trying to get that going. It's a rainy day here in Virginia, but it's warm. It's like 65 degrees. Last Sunday, it was -3 when I got up. This morning, it was 57. Of course, it's not going to last. It's only for today. Tomorrow, it's supposed to start cooling off, and then by Sunday, it's going to be frigid again. But that's Virginia for you. We're kind of right in the middle of the country, so we get cold air drafts from the north, but we also get warm air drafts from the south. So it just depends on the highs and the lows and what's able, how the weather is moving. But it may not be quite as bright in here. I've got it. It's as light as it's going to get without me turning this light on back here. And then when I turn that on, it changes everything. So as long as you can see me, I think, I hope we'll be okay. But I've gotten a lot done this week. Like I said, I went to IKEA. I ended up buying a Raskog cart. If you know what those are, they're awesome. They're rolling carts that the wheels roll in any direction, so you're not limited to just one going in one direction or another. They're very wide. They're much wider than the utility carts that I had bought before from other places. So this was really nice. So I got that, and I got that put together. I got a bookshelf for right over here. Right now, I just kind of pile stuff up because nobody can see it unless they sit in this chair, and nobody sits in this chair but me. So, but I got a shelf to put back here so I can have a shelf to put things on instead of just kind of sticking them down here on the floor. It'll just work a lot better. And then I got the bookshelf. I got the Billy bookshelf. I got that put together yesterday, and then the day before, I got my desk put together. Excuse me. So, I'm getting there. I started moving stuff in there last night, and it's going to take me a while to figure out where I want things because, I had the shelf, or it's a cabinet that has 7 drawers, I think, that my son gave me for Christmas. And until I started moving things in there, I didn't really know what I was going to use. But I think I'm going to use the drawers in my desk. The 2 bottom, or actually 3 bottom drawers are deep drawers. And I think I'm going to use that for my cards. I'm going to have finished cards in one drawer and then cut folded card bases so that I don't have to cut and fold every time I want to do a card. I can just reach in there and pull out one that's already done. So, I've got a lot to do and a lot of organizing to do, but it's going to be fun. Just having the space already is amazing. I did get a video done for my patrons. So that is done, but I have not done the one for Monday yet. So I really need to get busy today and go in and make Monday's video for you guys. So it's just been a lot going on. And then to top things off, I think I've mentioned to you before that I am the treasurer of my Sunday school class. And my Sunday school class buys 100 cans of soups every other month for our cooperative food pantry. So being the treasurer, I'm the one that goes to get it because I'm the one with the money. And I usually go to Sam's, which is where I did go. And when I left Sam's, my car was making a funny noise in the rear end. And by the time I got home, it was just a horrible scraping noise. So I took the car in, and as it turns out, it's the caliper in the back driver's side had stuck and had worn all the way through the pad and was going into the drums. So is it not the drum? What is it? Rotors, into the rotor. So I need, total back brakes and calipers on the back of my car. And I know I need front brakes because I just had the rear brakes done about 2 years ago. And the front brakes were kind of getting iffy then, so it's been 2 years. So I was planning on having my front brakes done in May when I have my car inspected. And then next week I was planning on doing my scheduled oil change and to rotate my tires because I had one tire that seems to be out of balance. So they need to balance that tire. And anyway, all this stuff going on, I decided to go ahead, and if I'm going to put it on a credit card, which I was going to have to do, I may as well put it all on there. So it was almost $1,200. And my heart just fell to my feet because the last thing I need is another payment. Having the heat pump payment is enough, but now that I've got this payment, I just don't know, I hate to even mention the word job, but it's possible I may have to go out and get a job, and at 71 years old, that's really not what I want to do, but I don't know how else it's going to get done. I just don't know. But anyway, I have that on me right now, and I keep thinking if I had known this was going to happen, I would never have spent the money that I did at IKEA. Because what I spent at IKEA, it wasn't that much, it was like $270. Because I bought some other little incidental things. But I wouldn't have spent that if I had known that I was going to have to be putting almost $1,200 into my car. But it was already done, and it just gets frustrating. But, you guys, I'm sure you have your own financial issues and problems. So I know I'm not unique. Right now, I'm just really down because of it. So I need you guys to cheer me up. Maybe by doing my video this afternoon, I'll get cheered up. Hope so, anyway. But other than that, that's really all that's been going on this week. The weather was bad at the beginning of the week because of the snow and ice and the cold, and now we've got rain, but at least it's warm, so I guess you can't have it all. As long as it's warm, I can live with the rain. I just, it's the cold air and the rain, or the cold and the snow, that I just can't handle. Oh, excuse me. And as you can tell, I'm not sleeping well either, so that's just an additional, I think it's just the financial problems that, I think about when I'm in bed at night, what I can do to help fix it. And I shouldn't. I should just forget about it, but it's easier said than done. But I just want to thank everybody for hanging in with me for 2017, and hope 2018 is a good year for everybody, including me. So if I'm going to be doing a destash, as I have to move all my paper stuff into the new space first. But then as I start spreading my stuff out, I will have room to actually go through some of my things and weed out. And I'm going to do maybe some grab bags, and with a combination of supplies and things I've made maybe, or canes that I've made. I don't know. It's going to be a bunch of stuff, but it's a grab bag type format because I've just got so much stuff I need to get rid of, and I don't know any other way to do it. And that would help me financially also. So we'll see how that goes. But so it might be a couple weeks yet before I get that done. But that's after I get my clay room reorganized. That's my next chore, is to take all the stuff that I'm putting in boxes now and spread it out into grab bags. So stay tuned for that. And let's see. Nothing else much going on. It's just, like I said, dark and dreary. But I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will get a video up for you by Monday. I don't know. I don't even know what it's going to be yet. But I'm sure I'll think of something pretty soon. But just everyone have a great weekend. And I will be with you Monday for a polymer clay video, and visit back next Friday for more Friday Frolics with Gayle. Bye-bye.